centered around us being able to own our own, not a new corporate entity having control and management, right, over people financial technology. That don't make sense to me. So I love the ideas of this technology, specifically if we got into it and utilize it for ourselves. So what you're seeing is a lot of people reporting on what the world is doing, but not what Black America is doing with it. I don't give a damn what the rest of the world, what are we doing with this technology? Like, you have to understand, like, and I'm gonna close on this point because I ain't got all night. One of the most dangerous things about this is the fact that everybody looks at cryptocurrency. Everybody looks at the blockchain. Everybody looks at Bitcoin, goddammit. And they look at the price as the value. Blockchain or Bitcoin is a blockchain. Nobody knows who exactly created this technology, but this technology has the possibility to revolutionize and disrupt the entire world, and it was just dropped off on the porch of the world. You don't think that's fascinating? Right? That this technology so far has been unhackable, and that it has the ability to, if you think about if those who study the world and they say, well, man, we got these banking cabals, we got these people, they just run the world, we can't never change this shit. And then blockchain, like, wait, whoa. You actually can utilize this to change the world. The people are not excited about the technology. They are confusing the news of people that's using the technology for the value of it. Think for a second. So you are allowing the news to create a narrative around this tech. Like, there was a lot of people who hated the internet. What is this? Chat rooms. This won't be around. I heard Gary Vee say this. Technology don't care about your feelings. You can hate it. You can love it. It's going to come. Whether you like it or not does not matter. But my whole thing is, I see such a amazing opportunity with this that I'm like, damn. If you pay attention to it and we wanted to create systems that solve our problems, we would utilize this technology like that. Because I see, imagine like, and the way I imagine it is like if an alien was like, yo, these people, like, why would I give them new technology when I drop them off something like a new blockchain system that is the future of their world? They are worried about the price of it because they are stuck in systems of capitalism. So they worrying about if it's 22,000. They don't care what it does, what they can do with it, none of that. They worried about whether it's 22,000 or 23,000. I just gave them a new technology, and they've been complaining about the banking systems and the way the world operates for all these years. And instead of figuring out ways to utilize this, they worrying about how much it costs because poverty has forced you to associate the cost of things. You worrying about if you can make $1 off of it. And I'm looking at it, and when I talk about any of these things, I'm talking about how you can revolutionize the world and how you can change it all and how we can own our own system. Because when they created a constitution, a Magna Carta, right? That's basically them creating a blockchain that we're all signed to that we have to follow for the rest of life. Right? And that blockchain system is when you have a social security and a birth certificate and it's entered into the system and they have record of it and you are now in their chain of ledger, right? That says that you are a part of this system and you have to follow the codes of this system. So when somebody created a blockchain that nobody owned, it's basically creating a blank constitution to where you can write the rules yourself. Not only that, they say you can you can have your own treasury and you can create your own money yourself. You can write your own codes and contracts yourself. You can code your own matrix in reality yourself. But what you don't understand is there's a grand experiment that's taking place on the world and showing you that everybody does not deserve control over their life. Because even when they're presented with the option to control their life, they do not take it. So you may complain about the world as you see it, but you're not actually willing to create your own if given the keys to your freedom. There was, back in the day, the revolutionaries that come to you and say, all you got to do is come together. Niggas would be in their separate places complaining about their belief systems. Remember this. But that's why belief is important. We didn't come together because we complained about our belief system separately. Well, you don't believe what I believe, so I don't believe what you believe, so how we gonna ever come together? Because they got us to all believe in different things. And that's why the highest form is belief in self. Well, you believe in yourself? Well, I'm like you. I'm a reflection. You my brother. You're my sister. Let's come together. That didn't work for us. We said, well, if we just came together, the problems that we have won't exist. Slavery time, we got to stay together as a family. Welfare came and broke us up as a family. Revolution came, we got to come back together as a family. But that's not working. It's starting to come back a little together. 2-parent households are at an all-time high. Then blockchain came. Well, listen, man, I got another solution for y'all where you can write your own world. I don't know. I hate metaverse. Why would we want to create our own media companies? Why are y'all giving us the opportunity to create our own movies? Why are y'all giving us the opportunity to create our own games? Something we talk about in this next podcast is called the fantasy energy, the imagination. The imagination is the most important industry in the world. It's the reason that you have hundreds of millions of gamers around the world. It's the reason that Disney and Marvel makes billions of dollars every year. Because they are feeding the fantasies and the imagination. And it programs you. So they say, I just want y'all to think about this, man. They program us through our imagination because subconsciously it's easier to impart things into our mind when we willingly go pay to accept those ideas. Right? One of the heads up in Disney, I don't know if it was a president or something, a sister said that, because she's lesbian, I believe, or LGBT, and she said that at first they used to have problems with me, trying to sprinkle stuff in there. She said my agenda. She said they used to have problems with me putting my agenda in there. And she said now they don't care. And she said at any point in time that I get the opportunity, I try to put as much of the gay agenda in the motion pictures as possible. This is what these are not my words. This is on camera, right? Because why would she put that in there? Because she wants to what? Normalize it. So then what she's saying is that if people come willingly to pay for fantasy and in the imagination industry,